Yeah, we are hiding in the.
I don't think 10 years is long enough to forget, if one was ever able to forget this dark moment in the history. The very fact we were able to open the hotel within 3 weeks, the very fact that the terrorists were not able to knock us down, the very fact that it has created a bond with all the families. So I think that symbolizes that power of one. It's important for that reason. Second is to demonstrate to the world that this should not happen again.
It's a joke in my family. My father was in the army. In fact, my entire family is from the army background, and nobody has got shot other than me. And they started shooting blindly. Some of my friends had got injured that time. I managed to hide in my kitchen, that's the chambers. But maybe I was not hidden so well because I was found out by the terrorists. They got me out. Me along with 2 more guests, we were made to stand in a line and we were shot point blank. Unfortunately, the 2 guests didn't make it. But I was lucky that I was not grievously hurt, managed to save myself.
Post 26/11, we spent a lot of money with the help of an international organization in improving our security and safety standards. And I think the way we check people coming in and out of hotels is far superior today than it was 10 years ago or 20 years ago.
I've developed myself more professionally. Personally, it's a thing that I've come to live in, I've come to terms with. But yes, we've got better checks and balances in place where we are much more better prepared.
He left the Air Force a year before I was born.
Oh.
So
I've never been.
if you're from there, then you.
For the first few hours, I was absolutely shaken, as was everybody. I was terrified, and you could hear grenades being thrown. They were being hauled from across. The chandeliers were moving. They were shaking. There was dust falling. So it sort of gets to you. But I think after a few hours, something settled. And I was able to calm myself down, and then I had this very strong feeling that everything is going to be okay. There is a sense of belonging, and that brings you back here. So yes, I was very upset early on when I remember that I went on to the 5th and 6th floors. And everything was shattered. It was burnt down, and I cried. But then you move on. It got rebuilt, and you don't see any trace of that anymore. You don't forget what happened, but you can't let that bog you down.